Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, I finally cleaned my gingerbread train. Really cute, very nice little gingerbread train, which I'll show you more later on. I'll send it for a trip and then we'll take a look at when they transport. I'm not worried that you'll melt down when they go transporting. Alright, I have a tough fight in this final competition of the Christmas event. Just struggling, still at second. Of course, we have been wondering whether we should be focusing on the reindeers or should we be focusing on completion of the event map of 100%. It's a struggle between the two. Constantly there's a dilemma of whether should you be doing completion of the event map. If you have been suffering the same dilemma as I am, I must share with you this, that we got to think straight, right? We got to focus on the reindeers, and when we are free, i.e. when the reindeers are out to have their deliveries and they only be back within probably the next 2 hours, then I think we'll go ahead and do up the fireworks, the last customer's request, so as to complete that event map itself. But again, our focus definitely is on the reindeers, because we will need those mistletoes to claim those trains. As you can see in the initial part of the video, my thumbnail, I already mentioned that I claimed the epic train, the gingerbread train. So it's a lot of savings, because had I exchanged for the common train or the rare train, I would not have gotten this epic train. But of course, I do measure that we still got a day plus to go before the close of the event. So able to get the legendary train, I think that's out of the question. So with that, I've decided to claim the epic train, and then I'll just see what we can do. Probably fight for the competition to win, so we can get that 350 event coins. I have 50 event coins left, which I can't really do much. Had I able to get the first again, then we will have 400, and I probably have 4 big boxes. So that's what I aim for. So far, there's I think half of the people are still playing the competitions, where the rest of the half are not actually interested in this competition after all. So it's not indeed a popular reindeer event. I think developer got to probably got to rethink their strategy if they really want to market, especially the event pass, to the loyal fans. But of course, people like me, well, I wouldn't be spending a single cent, so it doesn't really matter whether they put 1 event passes or so-called 2 event passes as part of the whole event itself. It doesn't really bother me, but I think it kind of made some of the loyal fans who have been paying for event pass unhappy, because normally one event pass. I think that's a norm, but having events and you request 2 event passes, then I think it's a bit rip off, right? So I think that makes some of the people who have been paying for event passes not to play in this reindeer altogether. So probably they got to rethink their strategy if you really want to market to get the event pass for the revenue. But that is between the developer and the paying customer. If you're like me, not paying a single cent in the event or the game itself, I think it's perfectly fine. Do not be pressurized by the competitors. Even if you lose, I think it's perfectly fine. I mean, it's just part and parcel of the game. You win some, you lose some. So far, I'm doing quite great, even as a non-paying customer. I've been winning probably, I think, out of the 10 competitions, I've won 8 first, 1 second, and then this one, hopefully first or second, and then that was close to chapter for this Christmas event. So now I'm going to share with you how do I do it. I mean, normally I do mention that for the normal EP competitions, that you basically build up your EP before the start of the competition. But this reindeer is totally different. I mean, end of the day, we have been probably a few rounds already. You'll be aware that the reindeers is a 4 hours time period. So in other words is that even you've built up, you can't save it up, because end of the day when the event started, you would basically be catering for a different set of requirements, because a different set of reindeers will be there. And why so? Because my advocate for late starting late in the competition is the key to winning. So you can't marry the two. You can't be starting late and preparing for the reindeers. So either or. I mean, one way, of course, you can be preparing for the reindeers just before the start of the event, and once it started, then you can collect all the reindeers and mistletoes. That gives you a head start. So probably, I guess, like between if you're lucky you have 16, if not so lucky you get 11. So if a mixture, I'll say roughly about 40, that'll be quite good. So that'll be a good head start for you, I mean, if you really want to go to that. But on the other hand, once you rush into the competitions, you are fighting with the most aggressive competitors ever in the game, because those are really sleepless nights people who are fighting this competition. So if you enjoy sleepless nights, then of course you can join them. But no, I cherish my own sleep, so I'm not the kind who are very aggressive in competitions, but rather we go for a marathon. I mean, we'll go late, we'll enter the competition late. So there's another strategy that I adopted. Entering the competition late, you group together with those people who love to sleep and chill, just like me. And then from there, I mean, because we can still prepare for the reindeers by preparing the Christmas items in warehouse, because doesn't mean that I'm going to prepare exactly what I know, because when I start late, like 12 hours late or 16 hours late, I would not be able to prepare what is the 3 reindeers requirement. But we all know that generally the reindeers will require at least 2 out of 3 items that are Christmas items. So one of the other items will be one from your factory. So that doesn't really matter, just prepare sufficient. Okay, right now is the interesting part, the gingerbread train. Wow, looking really delicious. I'm really wondering whether it will melt down when you send for delivery. So I think just for fun, I'll take a look again at it when it goes for delivery. Alright, I'm gonna send it for delivery right now just to show you that when it goes into works, it doesn't melt down. So let's take a look when I send it out. Let's choose something that I can actually use that Epic Train to send it out, and then we can see those interesting features in this train when we send it out moving. So really happy. I mean, it's been a lot of savings, a lot of hard work to gain 2,500 mistletoes. Tens of mistletoes at each time, and imagine that we need 2,500. It's really a bit too much for the developer, I must say. It's a bit really crazy. So I'll send this gingerbread now. Let's go, let's take a look. Really interesting. First trip. Round of applause for the first trip. So very nice, very beautiful train, I must say. Let's take a closer look when it goes for a band. Wow, really nice, especially with those pinkish sort as well. So you can see there the train has stopped. It's a steam train, right? So it's really nice. Right, so here we are collecting more mistletoes as we go along. Let's see how much more we can collect with the remaining day plus, and then we'll see what we can do from there. Anyways, for mistletoes there's a conversion allowed. I think about 40 mistletoes for a tiny mini bits of star keys. So I'll rather concentrate, if I really wanted star keys, on those deliveries that give star keys than to do the exchange, the miserable exchange rate. So from now on, I mean, it's just fighting for the competitions, not for mistletoes. It's for the event coins. That's why I'm focusing on the reindeers. And then I really got sufficient time, then I'll do what the fireworks customer require, and then we can see how much more we can get towards the ending of the competition. You can see here 90% completion of the event mapped. So this is the fireworks customer that required. That's the only one that allows you to complete 100%. But I doubt they will complete 100% in a day's time. So nonetheless, just see how far we can go. It doesn't matter. I mean, more importantly, we got that trained, and we're just going to grab those event coins. All right, good luck for the last competition. Work hard. All right, goodbye. Thank you for watching.